I want to show you a clip. I haven't mentioned this series, Not the Good Girl. This is a video producer on YouTube, and it's called Not the Good Girl. And I don't know where exactly she got that name from. I don't know. There must be something. I'll have to investigate that. But she has put together a series. There is now a series. It's like a documentary on Daystar. You want to go to her channel, Not the Good Girl, and check it out. I want to play you this clip. Take a look.
Jonathan was the only lamb child who didn't have his mortgage through Daystar. Doug and Joni were now in full control of a billion-dollar tax-free organization that had just been divided in two. The following month in August, Jonathan and Susie had a private meeting with Tom Callender. Tom Callender is a member of Daystar's board. In fact, the board isn't much of a board at all. It's more in name only, being that the entire board is made up of only Joni, Jonathan, and Tom Callender. Now Jonathan and Susie were coming to him out of desperation. They informed him of the meeting they had with Joni and how Susie had been fired. They believe they had biblical grounds to not read that viewer comment, as they were just there to do their job and not support what they believed to be an unsanctified marriage. Tom agreed with them and said he would talk to Joni about this, and as soon as he did, Tom changed his tune and sided with Joni. Jonathan said when he questioned Tom on why he flipped, Tom said Joni threatened him and he was scared Doug would come after him. Here's Jonathan and Susie recounting that meeting and how quickly Tom turned.
And we left his home that night thinking, okay, this is great. We've got someone that is going to ensure that Daystar is going to be going down the right path, that we will be able to continue forward. But then the next morning, it's like everything changed. He told us that he needed to meet with us, and I still remember that breakfast meeting that we had. I couldn't even eat because I was just so sickened. He had completely done a 180-degree flip. And he told us that we had to accept the marriage, and if we can't accept the marriage, we would have to leave.
And this is of Joni and Doug.
Right.
Well, he got a call that night after, so we spent the day with him. And him and his wife are very, very loving. They reaffirmed all our biblical beliefs. Yeah. They said all the red flags they saw. Again, we're not thinking about the succession plan. We're not thinking about the future of Daystar. All we went there was because the board was Joni, Jonathan, and Tom. And Joni obviously had just fired me and threatened Jonathan's job. The only other member was Tom. So we go to meet with Tom because a lot of friends advised us, he's the other board member. He needs to know the truth. So we sit down with him, talk about the Bible. He teaches people at his church the Word of God, and it was a really anointed time. We were like, okay, we're of one mind and one spirit. And so everything was wonderful until he got a call that night. He told us the next morning he got a call from Joni that night, and that he said he completely changed. And now he said, you know what? The Word of God actually is not black and white.
So every time Joni gets involved in situations, everything changes. The Word of God is apparently not black and white. It sounds like Tom Callender, and we've been over this before, but Not the Good Girl in her series has been promoting the progression of how did we get to this disastrous place where the demolition of Daystar is occurring in front of our eyes. There's going to be more leaving. There's going to be more drama because there's more to expose. And it's coming.